Okay, well, hey, I want to start off by congratulating you on the song. Like, huge on TikTok, huge on streaming, huge on radio. We're getting a ton of requests for it. How are you feeling about all that? Is it gratifying, or is it more your approach like, it is what it is?
Oh, it's pretty crazy. It's not even real still. I mean, it's happened so fast and like I'm trying to take it all in, but it's insane and I'm incredibly grateful. Incredibly grateful.
Now, I'm Not Pretty is not old at all. Like, it hasn't been around that long, really.
Yeah, it's like three months old, 2.5 months old. It's still a baby, very much a baby.
Yeah, I love the TikTok of you kind of like road testing the song on your followers. Like, is that how you're going to go like down the road? Is it like, okay, if I got like this melody in my mind, I'll road test it on TikTok first and see the response I get.
I have no idea. I mean, it depends on how I'm feeling that day. I mean, like even just with me posting that, it was very, very just like impromptu. Let's just see what people think. But yeah, I might. I mean, I definitely want to keep the fans as like engaged and see and like be along the journey with me as much as possible. So I love going live and being up like able to actually talk to them and like it's weird because we're in a quarantine, so I'm not really able to like see their faces, but it's the closest that I get to be with them.
Yeah, you talked about like, how you might be feeling that day. Was that how it was with I'm Not Pretty? Was that autobiographical for you in that moment? Or was it more like, I want to write a song for anyone who might be feeling like this at this moment?
It was definitely written in like a bitter day. I just wasn't feeling 100%. And so I decided to just write a little bitter song to get me through the day. And I didn't post on TikTok that day. And I was like, oh, I might as well just like throw this up and see what happens. And then people started identifying with it and it blew up and it's been a crazy, crazy ride. I didn't realize that it was like going to be as big and as impactful until like people started duetting it and it was like postpartum mothers like shaking their bellies in the camera and like having like teenagers reach out being like you're helping me with my eating disorders and things like that I never ever thought that I would be like an advocate and be able to inspire so many people and create this gorgeous community of just loving and accepting yourself for the good and the bad.
Yeah, like going back to the message of the song, like eating disorders, body image, like often that's associated with women, but us men too, we feel like that. We feel like we can't lose weight. We sometimes feel like we can't measure up. Have you heard feedback from like boys and men going, hey, I love this song?
Completely. That's what I love about this is that it is very gender neutral. Like everybody is able to kind of identify with it and yeah, it is true that it is a very like you associate eating disorders with mostly just women, but I've gotten a bunch of DMs and stuff from men and had just like men just duetting and like dancing and shaking their butts and stuff in the camera. And I'm like, this is fantastic. It just like brings like the biggest smile to my face.
Yeah, I know you're quite active on social media, but I know the last year it's been less face-to-face interaction. What's your strategy for, keeping yourself in a good frame of mind? Do you take breaks from social media or do you shut off the phone completely for a weekend? Like, what's your strategy?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely becoming more of a balance because yeah, social media is it's a fun game. It totally it's the best marketing tool and it's the best way to be able to like connect with your fans and I want to be there for everybody because I wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for them and if they weren't streaming the song and reaching out and pushing this message as far as it can be. So I won't like I kind of feel like I need to be there for them to just like show my gratitude and say thank you for everything that they've done for me. And but yes, I definitely do have nights where I like turn the phone off and I'm like, I'm just gonna hang out with myself and have a night.
So I'm going to be talking to Elijah Woods in a second. He was actually involved kind of behind the scenes producing the track. I want to ask, I love the melody at the end of the song. Who come up with that? Was that you or was that Elijah?
The I'm falling in love with my
No, the instrumental, like the
yeah,
yeah.
that's Elijah. That's
Okay.
all Elijah. Yeah, he Oh, the things that he does with his mind is just crazy. He is such a genius. I can't say enough good things. I've been a fan of him for years, and the fact that I'm able to work with my one of my idols is just, oh, it's so surreal and great, and I'm so proud.
So 2021 is still young. There's still plenty of time to, get those summertime songs in. Is there anything in the can? Like, have you been testing stuff on TikTok, or, are you thinking about a follow up, or is it still I'm not pretty all the way?
We're writing. Elijah and I are actually in the studio a bunch, and we're writing some new stuff. I can't give any specific dates of release, but there's definitely more music to come, and I'm so excited. Like, Elijah and I have been busy just trying to figure out the like Jessia sound, because it's been such like a fast little like thing that's happened, that it's like, okay, let's figure out who you are as an artist. And he's been so supportive and so great throughout the whole process.
I just wanted to thank you for something that you sent me. I love these cheesy Valentine's Day cards. Like, this one says, "Let's talk about how awesome you are."
I love it. I love it.
But yours is my favorite. I appreciate you. That's brilliant.
You. Yes,
And
I'm
even
so
before I
glad.
like knew who it was from, I opened the envelope and I'm like, what's in this card? It smells like peaches. And I don't think I've ever got like a scratch and sniff Valentine's Day card before. So that's fantastic.
Yes, amazing. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. I'm so glad.
Yeah,
That's
it made my entire day that day. It's fantastic.
Yay. Well, happy belated Valentine's Day from from me to you.
Our listeners are loving the track, and we can't wait to see what's coming next.
Thank you so much for having me. Have a great rest of your day.